Why does my email go into junk? Let's find out why. As email marketeers, we want to ensure that our emails are getting in front of our customers, not hidden in the junk folder. Now, as we found out in previous weeks, inbox placement is really based upon three factors: what you're sending, who you're sending it to, and the server and software that you're using. Now, if you've been following this series, you realise this is point 3, and this week we're going to look at the server and software that you're using. So, how does this affect your email marketing? In a nutshell, hugely. When you send an email, it's going through the server of your email service provider. So if you're using Hotmail, it's going through Microsoft, and if you're a Gmail user, it's going through Google's network. So when it comes to email marketing, when you send an email, it's going through the server of your email service provider. Now, how this server is set up, its geographic location and its reputation can have a huge impact on your inbox placement. So, what do you need to know about your email server to ensure good delivery? Here are my top 5 tips. Point 1. Your server's geographic location. Where your email server is physically located can have a huge impact on its delivery. Now, some overseas territories carry a bit of a bad reputation, so can tarnish your inbox placement. At Email Blaster, our servers are located in Milton Keynes. So, if you're emailing UK companies, this is perfect for great delivery. 2. Your server's reputation. Now, 9 times out of 10, you'll be sharing an email server with other users. So, if someone else on your email server does something bad, this can tarnish your sender reputation. At Email Blaster, we constantly monitor the servers to help protect against this. But as a quick fix, you can ask your email service provider for a dedicated IP. This ensures that only your actions can have an impact on your sender reputation. Authentication. Now, this one's a little bit geeky, but has quite a large impact. You want to ask your email service provider what authentication they're putting on your emails. Ideally, you want them to be DKIM signing your emails, have an SPF record, and have reverse DNS correctly set up. Now, most email service providers will take care of this for you, so you shouldn't have to worry about it, but it's still worth asking if they've got it in place. Now, the idea of authentication helps demonstrate to the recipient that this is a legitimate email and not spoof or spam email. Send limits. Now, some recipients don't like it if you flood them with thousands upon thousands of emails at once. For example, Hotmail impose a limit of how many emails you can deliver to their network per hour. So you want to ensure if you're sending a large volume, your emails are staggered and well distributed. At Email Blaster, we take care of this for you. Now, again, this one's a little bit geeky, but again, is quite important. Say, if an email server doesn't exist one day, and suddenly appears and sends out millions upon millions of emails, recipient email servers get a little bit suspicious about that. So you want to ask your email service provider that they're correctly warming IP addresses. In a nutshell, this means that when they introduce an email server, it starts off gradually sending just a small amount of emails and gradually builds up over time. So this is worth asking. Ideally, you want to be using an established email service provider, so they've got the expertise and know-how to correctly warm IP addresses. And there we go, that's my top 5 tips to look out for on an email service provider to ensure great delivery. Now, if you've been following the series, you'll realise that this is week 3, and if you missed part 1, where we looked at the content of your mailer, and part 2, where we looked at your mailing list, we'll include some links below, so be sure to check it out. But thanks for watching, I hope you found this useful, and be sure to come back next week.